We always are hungry, beggar of something. And that is what Guru Nanak Dev says, that you should always think it before you go long way for this Maya world. Otherwise, you will be delayed. Because when you come out of the home, in the evening, you get late. You say, I have to go back to home, I am getting late. Suppose you are somewhere on the highway getting late at night. You are always fearful that I have to go back. How will I go if so dark is there in the jungles? So I have to move back. And immediately you take the turn. You go, finish the work and going back to the home. Please throw light on the sayings of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. He says, even kings and emperors with heap of wealth and vast dominion cannot compare with ant filled with the love of God. What the dearest and the heartiest Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the origin of Sikhism by Guru Nanak Dev. When I say the origin of Sikhism, does not mean that Guru Nanak Dev created the Sikhism. But any saint in the world, whoever comes with the message of the God, or one who had left all his desires of the outer world, who had no desire, absolute no desire of the outer world. When one becomes empty from inside, in the thoughts, only the God, only the Creator, only the Sustainer, only that one who had made this body, who is sustaining this body, who is creating the whole universe, who is sustaining the whole universe, in one breath, when only that one continue flows, that body becomes the body of the God. Means God comes inside that body and speaks through that instrumental body to the world, that what the message of God is. So out of those, one, the Guru Nanak Dev, who came here on this earth 550 years before and gave the message to the world that what we are doing and what we are supposed to do, why we had come on this earth, who had sent us, where we have to go after the death, and what the karma we are doing, or we are in the right direction or we are in the wrong direction. If you are in the wrong direction, he said, better you take the U-turn before it gets late. Because before the death, what we say, the death, the energy which is flowing through this body, the energy of the God, when withdraws from this body, we say he or she is no more. So that day when one dies, he is not only dying alone. For him, the whole of his relatives, all his family, all his friends, all his money, all his posts, everything dies immediately and he becomes a beggar in a minute. Only 60 seconds it takes to make one the complete beggar on this earth. Whatever, whoever he may be the Prime Minister, maybe the star, maybe the some very richest man like Birla, Mani, Tata. everyone, whoever he may be, becomes a beggar within 1 minute, leaving everything here and going to the graveyard or to the cremation ground, getting to the dust. So, what the purpose of this life? Remaining in this body of the God, what should we do? Why we have come here? What is our goal? We should know about it. Otherwise, you will be just weeping, weeping and weeping, and nobody will be there to give you even the handkerchief after the death, because every body of you lives, you immediately you die. They throw you in the cremation ground, even they are not thinking to go there for a minute after you die. This is what you say, the love. There is nothing like love between anyone in this world, because everyone is just going with the trade, transactions. So love is not there at all. Nobody loves nobody. Here everybody demands something when he gives something to someone. Here parents are demanding, children are demanding, husband is demanding, wife is demanding, sisters are demanding, brothers are demanding. Everyone demands. And where there is a demand and the supply, it is not the love, it is the business, transactions. That's why when one dies, there is not going to be any business with the one. So we just forget. We just forget. That shop is closed. Like some shop is there. We go to that shop to purchase something. And one day we come to know that shop is closed. Are we going to that shop again? No. Likewise, when one dies, that shop is closed. There is no benefit from that shop now. So no one takes care to go to that point where he is cremated even, where he is buried. So the God messenger, where God enters in the body, who is completely of the zero desire of this world, zero desire. Nothing of this outer world, no relationships of the outer world. Either he gets something or not. Either his children get something or not. Anything in the family goes wrong. Anything becomes wrong to the worst. He is not praying or worshipping for getting it recovered. He is not bothered. He is just to see the show is going on. And in the show, he just enjoys every moment, let it be a sad or the happy moments. Because he knows this whole world is like a stage where the drama is going on. Play is going on. There is nothing like real. All the bodies in this world are dead bodies. Every house is here just like the graveyard. All have to come out of those bungalows or houses. All have to go out of their biggest cars, and everything will remain here. At last, one will remain beggar. Nothing in the hand he will have. So this is what the message when comes to someone in the mind, he thinks it over and get him out of this society of demand and supply. In other words, he gets out of this trading love. Out of that trading love, who comes, we say him the saint. Saint means who came to know about the life, what the life is. Who get the solution of this life. So that the one we say the godly person. Because God enters in that body to speak to the world about the life, what the life is, where you are moving. You are in the wrong direction. Suppose you are going on the road in the wrong direction. You are asking someone, he says you have come wrong 10 kilometers. You have to go back and take turn from that choke. What will you do? Are you stopping there or not? You are keeping going ahead. No, you are stopping immediately, even by the one unknown person speaking to you. You are on the wrong track. Immediately you take the U-turn to go back to the point from where you have to reach to the destination, turning there. But on the way of your life in body, which is going towards the death. And before the death, you have to reach to a destination. So these are all godly people alike to Guru Nanak Dev, like Buddha, Mahavira, Krishna, Rama, Sai, Meera, Sahjo, Lalla, Muhammad, Kabir, Farid, Laoju, Sukrat, all these people in this world kept on crying and shouting during their lifetime, and they passed away giving the message to the world that you are on the wrong track. But neither at that time when they were, not today when they are not in the body, we are yet not understanding that we are on the wrong track. We are on the wrong track. We are worshipping these godly people from outside, but we are asking them the worldly things. We ask these all when we go to temple, gurdwara, mosque, church, anywhere, we are just demanding the dead things, the dead faces. Because we never understand that what these people can give to us, we never think of that. So in that, one of the quote what Guru Nanak Deva said during his lifetime came from his mouth to the world, so that one should understand, because we all are running after the money. We all are running after the money to get more and more and more and more. We want one house, two houses, 10 houses. We want one car, two car, 10 car. Our demands are never fulfilled. We always are hungry, beggar of something. And that is what Guru Nanak Dev says, that you should always think it before you go long way for this Maya world. Otherwise, you will be delayed. Because when you come out of the home, in the evening, you get late, you say, I have to go back to home, I am getting late. Suppose you are somewhere on the highway, getting late at night, you are always fearful that I have to go back. How will I go if so dark is there in the jungles? So I have to move back. And immediately you take the turn. You go, finish the work and going back to the home. Why? Because home is the shelter where you take the rest. Wherever you are outside in the world, you want to go back to your home. Now in this world, why you are sad, disturbed, you never know about it. You are sad, disturbed because you are still in the office. You do not know that you have to go back to your home. You are getting tired, you are getting disturbed, you are getting sad, shocked. Why? Reason behind is you are not understanding that you are still in the office. You are completely working for Maya, and you do not know that Maya is to take rest. Maya is your servant, not that you should become the servant of the Maya. This Maya, what we say, the money, the top of the Maya, is your servant. And if you look into yourself, that had money become your servant, or you are the servant of money? If you look into yourself, you will see you are the servant of the money. And money laughs that this is the owner of me, but he is my servant. That is what you everything forget because of money, Maya. So this all what came to the one mind, he just said to all his brothers and sisters in the world, because we all have come from the one. What is that? Guru Nanak Dev also said, Ek Onkar, that he is one. He is one. And you should think of the one. What is that one? We have come out of the one to the many for playing the game, enjoy the game, come back to the home. You never prepare to go back to the home. You never think of pack up from this Mayavi world. You think of just expanding. And this never ends and the death comes. And you are just dying on the like highway in the dark, in the jungle. And no one is there to take care of you. That's why animal takes your body. That's why you get the 84 lakh birth in an insect, tree, birds, animals. That is what said by Guru Nanak Deva. 84 lakh birth. Why? Because you had died in the jungle. And now jungle is your home. You do not know. So that 84 lakh births, and then after the death punishment in the jungles for 84 lakh time, you are coming back to the human body again, and you have been given the chance to get back to your home. Because this is only the human birth. In human birth, human body, you can only travel to the God home, not in anybody else. Rest all are the punishment bodies. Rest all are the punishment body. You think that sparrow is chirping. You think that some peacock is so beautiful. These animals and all. You do not know. They all weeps. Their sound what comes is a weep, and you enjoy those weeping sounds. Why? Because you do not know. They are in the punishment cells. They are in the jails. And you never understand when these godly people even speak through the spiritual all sayings in the epic what we say, all that Buddha Dhampad, Mahavir Jinwani, Guru Nanak Dev, Guru Granth Sahib, what the Granth is saying, nobody knows. They just go worship and just recite and come back. They do not know what is written over there. Now, if we come to know that what exactly the meaning Guru Nanak Deva or these all saint people want to say, our life will not be the same as we are. Because if you look into all these saints, Guru Nanak Deva and all these, you will see they had never run after the money in this world. They had never run for any post in this world. They had never run over all relationships like in the world. But we are only running after the money. We only run after the post. We only run after the relationships. Then how we know that we are on the right track? You are on the wrong track. Let it be you may be adorning that all god idols, or you are putting all that grunts on your head, or you are just reciting in the morning. No matter. If I tell to my son, don't get late at night, don't drink, and he say, okay Papa, I will not do it from tomorrow. But tomorrow again he does the same thing. Third day you say, you are doing the same, you should not. He say, I will not do it. Promise. Night again he is doing the same. And continuously speaks the same. And continuously doing the same at night, coming very late, taking so much of liquor and all. What will you say? Then he just say, you stop asking to him, because he is just saying, he is not implementing it. Right? What we are doing with all the spiritual epics in the world. Not only Guru Granth Sahib, not only Japuji Sahib, but also the Gita, let it be the Quran, Bible, all that what we say, the so-called spiritual people in the world, all what we say, they think themselves the very godly people, religious people, they are not. Because they are doing the same, what son is doing to his father. They speaks, they recites, but they never execute it. They never execute it. They are just going opposite of that. So are they the Hindus of Rama or Krishna? Are they the Sikhs of Guru Nanak Dev? Are they the Muslims of Muhammad? Are they the Christians of Jesus? No, they are not. Because they are not following. They are as behaving the same as a son behaving to the father. Promising to the father but never executing it. And death comes and they think that at the death, the Krishna will come to take them. Guru Nanak will come to take them. Jesus will come. No, not at all. Because these all the epics are just the way, the map, guiding map to the Sachkhand, to the Parbrahm. And if you are not following it, not executing it, you are not going on the route, just speaking in the morning or in the evening, reciting the same in the morning and the evening, but your activity that you are standing there, and if I sit somewhere and speak now, if I am sitting in GK, I keep on shouting that Connaught Place, Connaught Place, Connaught Place, Connaught Place. Will I reach to Connaught Place if I don't walk? Will I go reach? No. I have to stand up. I have to either catch cab or I have to go by walk to reach to the Connaught Place. So by just reciting the words, Ram, 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 Ram is not going to come. By just reciting that you say, Vaheguru, but Vahava is not coming. Why Vahava is not coming? Why life is so disturbed? Why life is so shocked? Because we are not executing the sayings of the saints. We are not executing the sayings of Krishna. We are not executing the sayings of Guru Nanak Deva. We are just reciting and nothing to follow. So once you are following, then only you will get the essence of that. Then only you will get the peace out of that. They were not the richest people. They were in the very low cadre, very small, you can say either the poor class, BPL card holder, like if they are today, they would have taken the BPL card from the PM, or sometime lower middle class. That's all. They were not making the heaps of money. They were not running after any post that people should worship us. So why we are running after? Why we are so much disturbed, tensed? Once they were not tensed or disturbed, definitely there is something wrong with us. The wrong is we are not executing the sayings of these ungodly people. We are keeping our morning, early morning when we get up, just doing all the formalities. Either putting the candle, somewhere we are putting diya, incense sticks, we are just praying, worshipping, reciting some arti, reciting some part, and then immediately running to the office for the money. In the night again we are doing the same thing, again sleeping with the money in mind, tension, all that what we have, and we are never in peace. Why? Because we have to understand that what the words are meaning. What if we get the mobile, we have that booklet inside. If we read through the booklet, we know that yes, through this YouTube will come, through this Google will come, and we enjoy that. If you do not read it, if you do not know the functions of the mobile, will you enjoy the mobile? No. Mobile will be nothing for you if you do not know even to put on the mobile. If you are putting on the mobile, you do not know feature, mobile is of no use for you. So you are going through that. That's why mobile of 7,000, mobile of 70,000. Difference is the qualities. And if you do not know that reading material what you have got in that booklet, you are not going through that, what is the meaning of that, will you enjoy the mobile of 70,000? No. Same with the spiritual epics, what we say, all Gita, Guru Granth Sahib, Bible, Dhampad, all these granths, we never understand, we never execute. That's why our all that what is life is going on full of disturbance, sadness. And that is what all these godly people were crying, shouting to the world that better you understand before you die. Because at the moment of death, you will realize you have lost your life. Whatever you are, you would have been the Tata, Birla, Ambani, Prime Minister, Governor, Star, whatever you may be on this earth. But at last you will see you are going like a beggar again. So beggars are not allowed in the God home. Beggars are not allowed in the Parabram Sachkhand. So there only the rich people will reach. Who the rich is? These godly people said the rich man is one who is not having any desire of this outside world. No desire of the outside world is the rich. One who is having desire, begging for the things or the faces, relationships outside in the world. They are the beggars. They are not the kings. Kings are those who are fit to everything. Those who are fit to everything, whatever they have with them. They are not making any complaints. They are not begging anything. They are with the God inside, enjoying their life each second of every minute. So those kings are the kings of the God. They are in the God kingdom. And we are the kings in this outside world. We want to be the king in this outside world. So they say, all these godly people, better before you get into this life of human birth, going to the closed shutter, close to the end, you should understand that you are on the wrong track. If you are sad, you are on the wrong track. You have not got anything till now. If you are happy all the moment, you achieve the object. All the time. You have come to know, I am with this body, the dust body will be going into the dust. All will get into the dust. This is the game, drama going on. As per my last, what I made the crop. I put the seeds in my last birth. I am just to cut that all, whatever I am getting. So this is what one understands. His life becomes so happy. He gets so satisfied in his life. And he is happy all the moment. Let anything happen in his life, he is not bothered about. He comes to know, I had been before this birth. I had come many times. I had many families with me before. This family is temporarily. I will be going out one day and nothing will go with me. Everything what I gathered here will remain here only. And what with me will go is the what income I had made for my God home. What income? What Guru Nanak Deva said? Kamai, Naam ki kamai, that the income of the God world, that will only go with me. Nothing in this world will go with me, and everything will be snatched by my all nears and dears, and they will put dust to my mouth. That is what they understand. That's why when Guru Nanak Deva during his lifetime used to sit in the cremation ground, and his father once caught him when he was not available for the whole day, he went in search. All the villagers were searching in Sultanpur Lodi, and he went over to that cremation ground. He was sitting there, and he said, "Why you have come? Nobody has died today in the village." As in the olden time, anybody dies in the village, all were knowing. All used to go over there. But that day no one was dead. So he was sitting in graveyard, and all are waiting where he had gone till night. So all started searching. At last they found him in the cremation ground. And father just said, "Why you are sitting? You do not know that all in the home are so much disturbed?" Then he said, "This is not your home. All are waiting at home." He said, this is only my home. Because from here no one can take me out. And from that home where we are staying, one day you will throw me out. And all those who are staying will come out. So for me, that is the graveyard where you are staying. Which you say my bedroom, I say is the graveyard. From there I will be taken out. So this is the permanent home from where I will not go anywhere. So this is what the thoughts of these godly, the spiritual people. But have ever we think about that we are living in the graveyard or in the cremation ground? We will be thrown out one day. With the 1 minute, everything will be going off and I will be thrown out. You know that how the body is thrown. You know it better. If no, then you should know. When somebody dies, just have the picture of it. How they are taking the body when taking along with. How they are putting in the ambulance. How they take it out. How they put on the hoods. How the neck is hanging. They are not putting any mattress. No pillow even. So just burning the body with full ghee. Putting on that so that it should get burned completely. One finger burns, we just keep on moving outside the ICU. We are just keeping outside that now what, how he is, how she is. And when the whole body is burning, nobody keeps himself stay there for at least tonight. For 24 hours, my pyara, my lovely, my father, my mother, my husband, my wife, my children is burning today. I stay here for 24 hours. Nobody stays there, you know. Why? Because they fears of that. Now they are fearing of that son. They are fearing of that daughter. They are fearing of that husband or the wife, mother or the father. Because they know she had become ghost. So that's why they just ran away from there. Not even sitting there for 1 hour. Immediately they go from there. And no one comes back to meet the person who is there burnt. No one go back. This is what the life is. And this is the truth which is said by all these true messengers of the God. So Guru Nanak Deva when says, it had a deep meaning for your life. All the words which are said by the Guru Sahib is to be taken in the life. Not that just reciting or speaking will not help you out. It will be the same like a son to the father. Just telling lie. Telling lie, telling lie. And at last, one weeps of telling the lie. So better before the death comes, you should come to the truth. Just be true to your father. True to your father. One who is the creator of all of us. That what was said by Guru Nanak Deva when he came out of that river, what we say the Kali Ben river in Sultanpur Lodi, when he came after 3 days, he says that we all are one. First word came from the mouth was one. First number, one. That one is Onkar. Satnam. That the true name is one. Rest all names are false. Your all names are kudiyar, dirty. The only one name is the true name. And get connected to the true name, your life will be truth. You will be going to the God home, to the Sachkhand, where your father is waiting for you a long time to whom you are telling lie throughout your life and birth after birth. So it is better you understand the true name is one and don't make any difference between among yourself. It is the life play. Don't get distance among yourself. Love your neighbor as said by Jesus. Love whoever comes near to you. There is nothing like, he says, Muslim or Hindu, Sikh or Christian today to add to it. He says that we all are belonging to the one. That the one is Omkar. That is the true name. So to that true name, the Satnam, you have to put your name in that Satnam. You have to dissolve your name in that Satnam, the true name. Then you will see, you will be fearless, nirbhau. Then you will be fearless. No fear of anything. Let any damn thing happen in your life. Let anybody die. Let the money come or not. You will be happy all the time. You will have no difference, no hate to anyone. No hate to anyone. He said you will be completely out of that. Nirvair. There is nothing like you have any hate to anyone. You are loving all. You are loving all who comes near to you. Whoever he may be. He may be the rich or the poor. He may be on the big post or the small post. He is the man or a woman. He is a Sikh or a Muslim or a Christian or a both. You will love everyone. Nirvair. No hate at all. No difference in the mind. That is what he said. The moment you understand this, the moment you dissolve in the one, you become that beyond the death. Beyond the death. Akal. Murat, he says. You are going beyond the death. Your idol, your posture will be like a God, because there is a God who is beyond the death. Beyond death means beyond the birth. No more birth in this world of death, birth cycle. You are going beyond. You become Akal Murat, beyond the death. That is what this says. And this all will happen with your work. This all will happen with your saram. That your karma. What you do here. If you accept, you come in the command of the God. You come in that hukam. You will be getting back to the state of mind where you are dissolving in the one. So be in relax in all the states. Whatever comes, the command is from the God. If you are not getting something, command from the God. If somebody is not respecting you, command from the God. If somebody is not loving you, command from the God. This is what is the tit you did in your last birth is a tat now. Not to worry about, the accounts get cleared. So this will come with your own, the new birth, rebirth, that is what called Dvij. So that with the pure thread what was born at the time of birth to Guru Nanak Deva, he said, I don't want this. Because that Pandit said, with this thread ceremony, you will become the new rebirth, newborn. With all that what you have done in your life, whatever sins will go off. Then Guru Nanak Deva said, when this thread is broken, what will happen? He said, bring the new one. Just buy from the market. He said, buying from the market for the rebirth. I don't want it. This is not the pure Pandit. So that's why he has thrown the thread. He went out of the thread ceremony. And what thread he wore then? That the thread of truth, which was inside in the conscious, that make him Swambhu, self-birth, rebirth, without any contacts with any physical bodies, but from the inside soul to soul, he get the rebirth. That is what he said, that I am coming from my own with my all karmas and Swambhu. And then when one comes to that state of mind, he comes to know that what the life is. So that life of Godism, that life of blissfulness, only one can say when he achieves that. And that comes with the masters. With the masters, what master is speaking. Everywhere we need a master. In the school we cannot study without the master. We need a master to teach. That's why he said at last that you need a master. Prasad, efforts will be from your side. Fruit will come from the God. So that the fruit from the God, from the master, fruit will come. Just keep on. You know, holier you study. Who will pass you? Who will give you the result? Whatever you do throughout here, the teacher is going to the result. Master will give you a result. You are passed. So whatever you do in your lifetime with the truth, at last you say the result will come from the master. That will be the prasad. But that prasad from the super soul, that you will get the entry pass to the Sachkhand. You will be going beyond the birth and death cycle. That prasad. You are a failure. How can you take the sweet prasad? You don't say it the prasad. It is just the sweets you can take. Prasad will come from the gods. When you will be beyond this birth and death cycle, that prasad will come from the master. So that master prasad will make your life bliss. As the master when passes, we get the certificate. After the certificate, we apply for the job. Unless we get the certificate, can you get the job? Now when the certificate comes from the God home, from the Sachkhand, you are entering into the God home. That is what the Sachkhand said by Guru Nanak Deva. So you have to take yourself to the track which goes to the God home, to the Sachkhand. But the way which you are going, will you reach to the God home? Death is approaching you. You are near the death. Any time death will come. You have to think it over. This all sayings of Guru Nanak Deva, if are matching with you, you are in the Sachkhand. If they are not matching, you are still in this hell only. You are going to come back to the hell. Don't think that you had gone so many times to the Gurudwara, you are recited in the morning, you are doing the same as the son is doing to the father. Just telling lie. So you have to make yourself aligned with the all sayings of Guru Nanak Deva. If you are doing and climbing that all steps, what is said by the Guru Nanak Deva, you are going at last, what is said in Shaloka, that whoever takes that concentration on the saying will be going out of this bondage of birth and death cycles. So this is what we have to understand. Same sayings of the heartiest, the dearest Guru Nanak Deva, that what is said, if you get the one learning of the master in your heart, one learning in your blood, in your breath, you will get the full complete Japuji in one sight. So this is what one saying of Guru Nanak Deva, if you execute in your life, I say to you, you are getting the entry pass to the God home, to the Sachkhand. Otherwise you are fail. If you are not executing, if the Guru Granth Sahib, the Japuji is not matching with you, you are not going to get enter in the Sachkhand. You will be lastly cheated, flirted by your all those so-called, you say, the religious leaders. So you, if you are say, I am Hindu, you have to Gita. Gita should match with you. If you are Sikh, match with Japuji Sahib. If you are Christian, match with Bible. If you say I am Muslim, match with Quran. If this is matching with you, all that sayings are matching with you, that the epic become the mirror for you. Like in the mirror you see your face. That in the epics you say, this is all written by seeing me. It is not that Guru Angad was sitting like I was sitting and Guru Nanak Deva is saying. It was like I was sitting and Muhammad was speaking. It is like Jesus says John was sitting, that I am sitting there and Jesus is speaking. Becomes a mirror. Then you are entering into the God home, the Sachkhand. So, this is one saying of the Guru Nanak Deva in Japji Sahib. And I had taken this today, the question, because if one question goes to a deep in the heart, your life will be completely changed. You will be complete in bliss. You will not be like parasite depending for your bliss to go to discos, to go to some liquor, to go some have non-veg, to have some money, to big houses. No. Wherever you are, you think Guru Nanak Deva had gone around 80,000 kilometers or by walk. Where he was having the home? How he was going? By walk. Was he having any conveyance with him? Was he having the good house for him? Was he having the good food for him? And many villages had stopped him to come to the village. He used to stay outside under the tree at night. Mosquitoes were biting him. He was not having proper food. And you say he is our father. If he is your father, you should also get complete set to the all things, fit to everything, wherever you are. You get or not anything, you get adjusted, fitted to that with full of happiness. That is what called the hukam by Guru Nanak Deva. So he had to get adjusted completely with peace to everything surrounding you. So this is what now I think will understand the sayings of Guru Nanak Deva, and I hope will go penetrate in your heart and will break your brain to get to the track of God home, to Sachkhand. Because it will take hardly 5 minutes to reach to God home. You must have traveled 40 years to reach on the wrong track. But while coming, you don't need 40 years. Because they have the God had, the Guru Nanak Deva had the chartered plane for you. You get U-turn, get love with the God, completely dedicated to Guru Nanak Dev, immediately you'll get the chartered plane, taking you back to the home. All Krishna, Buddha, Mahavira, Ram Paramahansa, Sai Baba, Meera, Sahaj Lalla, Laoje, Socrates, to whomever you say he is my God, all had the chartered planes to send, like chartered plane by Prime Minister. You are Prime Minister for the gods. If you are taking back your steps, going, realizing I had done wrong in my life by just saying and reciting, I had to go back to my home, execute even one sentence, only one sayings, and you will be taking back to the God home. So now we'll come to the sayings of Guru Nanak Deva, and I hope it will penetrate and break your head, and you will get into the heart. Because unless your mind is breaking, heart will not work. Your mind is to break and get to the heart. Because journey to the God home, to the Sachkhand, going through the heart. Love is the way to the God. If you love the living Guru Nanak Deva, if you love the living God, then only you will go through this. Otherwise, you will not think of. If you want the artificial God, artificial that all photos, idols, then no problem. But you know that page boat will not take you to the God home. It is the you inside the heart who becomes the charter plane for you to take you the Sachkhand to the God home. So we'll come back to the sayings of Guru Nanak Deva, and I hope it will definitely take you to the U-turn, because I know you are going on the wrong track. So better to stop, take U-turn. He is saying, even kings and emperors with heap of wealth, even the kings and emperors, kings we say to whom? King we say who is above all in your state, in your country. Today what we say, the Prime Minister or the President. Even kings and emperors, those who are completely ruling, rulers. They are the rulers. All those ruling. You say the ruling government. Ruling government. King, we say today we say the king, prime minister. For example, I am saying, these kings are going off and on. Earlier also kings were going off and on. But if today example I give you, the king means the prime minister and and emperor. Emperor means ruling government. What you say, the cabinet, ministers, emperors. Even kings and the emperors with heap of wealth. Heap means money. They have 2,000 rupees note putting over over packets and going up to the Himalaya. Going up to the Himalaya heap. They have that much money with them. Naturally, kings and emperors have it. No doubt about it. You know they have so much of money. They are emperors. They rule. Kings and emperors are always having the biggest heaps. So even kings and emperors with heap of wealth and vast dominion. Vast dominion means they have the big land to rule. Suppose now today we say the Prime Minister Modi can rule the whole India. He is ruler of whole India. So ruler of that country, he says, with heap of wealth and vast, a big territory to rule. Cannot compare. What he is saying? Again I am telling to you. Even kings and emperors with a heap of wealth and vast dominion, when he is saying the extreme, Guru Sahib is saying the extreme. Everyone comes under the king, and the emperor means everybody want to be king or the emperor. Who is not thinking of becoming king? All wants to be king or the queen. That's why we are struggling every day for some 2,000 rupees notes. let us get 2 lakh, 2 crore, 20 crore, 200 crore, 2000, 2 lakh crore, 20 lakh crore. We keep on. But these heaps, kings and the emperors, everybody wants to emperor. That what I said, everyone wants to dominate others. So small kings or the big kings, all are the kings only. One person in the family, even a labor family, that one thinks himself the king. He dominates his wife and children. He says, I am the king. King of the small family. Emperor. He is ruling. So this is what the king and emperors of this world, Guru Sahib is saying, having the heap of wealth and vast dominion. You have only one house, 1,000 square feet, 10,000 square feet, 5 lakh square feet, 50 lakh square feet, 50,000, 50 crore square feet, whatever. But Guru Sahib is covering all the people because we all want the money and the land, big houses, cars. We also want, no? So Guru Sahib is taking the highest level, topmost level. Everybody wants to become Mukesh Ambani today. Who does not want to become Mukesh Ambani? Who is not thinking of going to the Prime Minister Modi chair? All want. If somebody going in the movie industry, he wants to become Shah Rukh Khan like. He wants to, in politics, he wants to get to the Prime Minister post. He wants to go to the money business. He wants to go to the Tata Birla money height. That's why Guru Sahib is taking the highest, which I also take the highest. I always talk about Prime Minister Shah Rukh Khan or Tata Mani. Why? I am not fan of them. I take their example because the whole country comes under them. I am just making the top that everybody wants to become Prime Minister, everybody wants to become King. Like CM, PM, everybody wants to become Birla Tata Ambani, everybody wants to become a star. It does not mean that I am having some affiliation or I am having attachment with them. It is the same what the Guru Sahib is saying, the kings and the emperors. Don't think I am very fan of them. I am not fan, I am just to give you the teaching that everybody wants to become Shah Rukh Khan, Krishna Kapoor. Because somebody asked me why you are taking the hand and are you fan? I am not fan of them. They are in the worldly materialistic things. They are only thinking of the outside world. Why I should be the fan of them? I am just giving the example, the whole world, the whole country wants to become like them. Either the small or the big chair, everybody wants. Either the small rich one or the big, everybody wants to become to that Tata Ambani Birla. Everybody wants to become Shah Rukh or Karishma. That is what the example today. Guru Sahib is giving, remember it. Same. Even kings and the emperors with heap of wealth and vast dominion. King, heap of wealth, money highest, up to Himalaya if they have the 2,000 packets. Or big land they have. Suppose 70% of country, not 100% of the country belongs to them. Cannot compare with, means these kings and the emperors. These are PMs, these are stars, these are Tata Ambani Birla, cannot compare with ant. Ant means, we say the smallest. Cheety, what you say, kidi, ant. With the ant, filled with the love of God. If, in other words, a poorest man does not have the food to eat even for once in a day. He is not able to eat once in a food, not having the food. That person who is not having more than one cloth, he is washing at night after 10 days, sleeping at night naked, in the morning wearing the same cloth. Only one dress with him. Only one time food. Hardly he earns. He had no shelter, sleeping on the footpath or under a tree. Guru Sahib is comparing the PM stars, Ambani Tata Birla with that one who is sleeping on the pavement, who is not having more than one cloth, who is not having one time food in a day. He is God, the Guru Sahib is comparing with that all with the same person, same that's a ant like in front of these people, but he says, filled with the love of God. Filled with he has the love of God. Love of God means inside him only God comes, only God resides. God, ajappa. In the breath, only God. Now Guru Sahib is giving example of himself only. Okay? Let me tell you. Because all the saints gives direct example only. When Guru Sahib was on the village to village walker, he was not having food sometime for a day. He was not having clothes on the way. Not that Mardana was carrying bag of clothes with him. These all experiences of the Guru Sahib, he wrote and said, all the kings, all the emperors are nothing in front of the one. Why he said like this? He experienced it. This thought came to his mind. Guru Sahib, when going ahead, one time sitting under a tree, a thought came in the mind. If the whole world wealth, heap of wealth come in front of him, if he had been given the topmost chair of the world, if he had been given the top attractions of the world to serve, and asked to just get rid of this, your love for the God from inside, for one day, Guru Sahib immediately, because if it takes time, the result will come from the mind. Reply will come from the mind. Immediately said, no. Take it away. Because he was with the closed eye. Take it away. Otherwise, in the closed eyes, I can pass my whole life like this, with my God inside, with my Sahib. That time, these sayings came from his mind. These sayings was only when he said that even kings and emperors, because I had been given the king post, I had been given the heap of wealth, I was offered the complete attraction to serve. Immediately my mind said, no, not for a day even I can leave this, my love for the God. So immediately he said these statements, these sayings to Angad, that even kings and emperors with a heap of wealth and vast dominion cannot compare with the ant filled with the love of God. This is what the truth. He said, and now you think yourself where you stand. Are you not? You ask the 80 years old person, he still wants the money to come in. You ask the 80 years old person, still wants that one big house should come for his son, for his grandchildren. You ask anyone that if attractions comes in front of, even the 70 wants that service from the one. All are beggars. Till the death, all are begging something. If not, they want the respect. Respect is also the begging. Make yourself such, let the whole world respect you. This Guru Sahib was not stopping himself at one point to get the respect. He was moving. Not even thinking of someone touching his feet. He was going away. Because for him there was nothing like respect or the disrespect. He was going beyond everything. And where you stand now, can you take yourself in front of this saying? Are you not hungry of money? Are you not hungry of some big houses? Are you not hungry of some attractions? If no, you are the Guru's sick, real sick. Real sick. I say to you, you are not that sick by birth. Sick is one who has taken the learning of the Guru Sahib. These are the learnings. If you are not running after the money, if you are not running after the respect, if you are not running after any position, if you are not running for your shelter, just going in the relaxed mode, if you get it, okay. Because this is your pre-birth destiny you asked for. If you have the house, enjoy it. If you have the money, enjoy it. That is what Guru Sahib said. Not to get back, showing that I am sent, so I don't want to relax in this AC house. If you have the money in your destiny, don't beg. But if you have the money to enjoy it. But don't forget the one who is inside getting you the enjoy. This is what he wanted to say. Through this saying, that you should only and only think continuously that what say the word ajappa, that not by mouth but in the breath the God should run. Not in the morning or evening your worship, but 24 hours into 60 minutes into 60 seconds, the worship will keep on moving. Then only the Sachkhand door will be open. Then only after the death, the God, the Guru Sahib, all those will come to take you to the God home. Like when we reach somewhere on the station or the airport, somebody comes with the bouquet in the hand, you enjoy so much, they takes you by car. So after the death, who will come you to take back to the Sachkhand or God home? Only Guru Sahib will send that for you, the vehicle, and whole Brahmand will be decorated to make celebration of his son coming back to the home. Celebration of the daughter coming back to the home. Are you the one who will make them to enjoy that day of your death? To make celebration in the sky? Complete Brahmand. Will you give the chance to the godly people? No. You enjoy the reception here with the dead people, where you never get the satisfaction or the happiness. That's why these people, when went into the bliss, they were not bothered about the outside receptions or parties or anything. They were living inside with the God, always celebrating, without anything in front, that wine, whiskey or chicken or something. Inside they were enjoying Kumari. They were enjoying that inside with the God. So that the moments when one achieves, that the moment when one experiences, he goes beyond this all worldly wealth and the what outside things. Wherever he is, whatever he had, he gets satisfied to this. And that satisfaction is the end of this death and birth cycle. If you're not satisfied during your life, the ending, closing, you have anything in the mind, desire of this outside world, you are going to come back to this death world again. But before that death, if you are in the state only for one or two things left in your desire for this world, and everything wherever you are with the God, then only you are going to get the next bonus human life with the God surrounding climate in the beginning. Means you will be taking birth to the family where from the beginning you will get the root jnana of Sachkhand. In the very childhood you will get that to go forward to the God home, to the Sachkhand. Otherwise, with the 84 lakh birth punishments, you will be getting back to the human body. So that is what you have to understand. The sayings of all these godly people, whoever he may be, there were many. Besides Guru Nanak Deva, they were, they are, they will. That is what said Guru Sahib, that truth was, truth is, and truth will remain. It is your eyes which can judge. It is your ears which can hear. If inside you have the thirst and the hunger for the God, you will come across the one who will take you to that map of the God, who will take you on the way to the God, the guide, the master. That is what the prasad. So that if you are inside thirsty or the hungry, desirous of going back to the God home, your permanent home, not living or dying on this office or in the playground, that is your choice. So make your choice clear and come back to these sayings, make them aligned with you. And then when the alignment comes, life will be success. Otherwise, capital F-A-I-L, fail. You must have had the heap of wealth. You must have had the big lands with you. You might have been on the big posts. You'll fail. Not even compared with the end, with the inside love for the God. Want the living Guru Nanak Deva. Living, life. Want to meet with him. Want breakfast with him. Not only langar in his Gurudwara, but with lunch with him. Sitting live with him. That choice when inside comes, only and only, then only God will appear in front of you. And that day, life will be success. You will be in this life till the death, what you had with your karmas of last birth, will be enjoying in the bliss state. And after that, you will be in the Sachkhand with the living gods. And that will be the completion of your human birth on this earth. You will be going beyond the death-birth cycle and to the immortal body. And that will be your success.